All right. I like getting started a little early. Hate being late, so camera's good, volume's good. Start the games. Wind cloud. I call it chance of rain because, well, I like meteorology puns. Let's do the code. Hold on. Oh, I do not want to be in the store. Yeah, there we go. Okay, see what we can find first. Casual fun, not descriptive enough. Bracket 3, but it's 1v1. I feel like we are probably too strong for that. I don't know. Voltron lists in a one-on-one game are pretty tough. Unless it's a control list, then it's pretty hard to beat from our perspective. There we go. Big Boss Hog. So this is the not budget version of the list. See how much it costs for me to play in paper. $4,000 paper. 140 ticks in Moto. Wow. I imagine most of the cost comes from the new cards. I definitely didn't spend that much because I already had most of them. I spent $100, maybe 120, because I had to build Absolute Virtue from scratch. Tempting, but I'd like another land. Okay. We go down to 6 cards, so we got some card advantage. I probably should give up the World at War because it's nice for endgame, but it's situational. Maybe that's silly of me to say out loud, but I think I prefer the card advantage, the board wipe, and the equipment more at this stage. Dude, the Windows 11 secret menu needs to not pop up. I need to learn how to disable that. I have no interest in the NBA. It's a bunch of grown men throwing a ball around. I'm like one of those Go Sports kind of guys. I will say sports and drinking do not go well together. Like, I don't understand the appeal of sports bars because all it is a bunch of drunk dudes getting angry at each other for, rooting for opposing teams. Every time one team does well, one's pretty happy, and then they celebrate, and for whatever reason, the opposing fan that's in the room gets offended by it. And then they do it back and forth until the other wants to punch the other person in the face. It's usually my experience at sports bars. Whoever thought it was a good idea, wow. I've been getting hit by like a lot of aggressive early removal. All right, thank you. I don't even know what we're playing against. Clive and Himalaya. I'm pretty sick and tired of this commander. I played against it a lot. Nova. Your turn. Put number of plus some counters equal to her power on one other target creature. Becomes a mutant. Or a mutant dies draw. Equal to the power. That's pretty wild. But that's typically what happens when I play a creature somewhat early. It was the best time to play Esper Sentinel, so I don't really have any regrets, really. It's just lately that's been happening a lot to me. As I play something like a little annoying, and it'll just die. It's one less thing for him to play, I guess. Like, I'd rather have him use that on my Esper Sentinel than my Cloud. Rather not have to pay a lot of tax. Huh. Becomes a 9/9? Jesus. Hoping to catch people with their pants down with this Archivist and draw a card. Ooh. From other runes. I think it can wait, though. No one's tutored yet. Maybe the green player will. Maybe they'll play like a Cultivate or something. Who knows? Maybe my Archivist will die the moment it touches the field, too. The ground is poison or lava or something. Creatures don't get to live long on them. Maybe this guy will get away with it. It's not assuming. It's not a threat yet. Cultivate? Sitting on that. Okay, he's playing his commander. It's nice. He turns on this. So now it taps for 3 mana. I could path it now, but I'd rather get the card draw so I could wait till next turn. I can path it before he gets untapped with it. And then get the card advantage from it. Better yet, if this guy plays something to tutor, then I could use my mana more efficiently and get my Mother Runes down and my Adalax. The old Battle-Axe. No one's tutored anything yet. Damn. This might be. Like I said, I want to be a little efficient with my spells on my turn. Got a bunch of sorcery speed stuff. Bureau Master ain't bad. Yeah, we want Mother Runes. I'm gonna get past the Summoning Sickness. One could make an argument of getting this down to start making copies faster, but it ain't worth it. Not blocking any of these dudes, so I might as well get some chip damage in. If they come my way, I'm just gonna let it hit me. Damn it. Dude. That's really freaking frustrating. It's like anytime I do something, immediately killed. I guess my archivist is still around. Can't complain too much, but like, there's nothing else in play. Just did that solely to kill this. I didn't have a stop set up, so he gets to keep this. Damn it. Whatever. I guess you get a bunch of mana this turn. To be fair, holding on to the path ain't a bad thing either. Like, this makes mana. I'd rather use my removal for card advantage or something that breaks the game. Like, it's annoying and he gets a lead, but like, this is a way better option. This is something that wins games here. So now, bam, I deny a bunch of counters because I fear that my Chandra's Ignition will get outpaced. By throwing a bunch of counters every turn. Now, if he tutors, I draw. It's not the like. Yeah, there we go. Hook me up. He's got all the mana he needs, so like more mana is not a big deal. We drew land. Not bad. I feel like people who played Goblin Chain Whirler in their decks, you need a more specific reason other than just whatever reason he's playing it in here. Like, there has to be added synergy other than playing off like 1/1s. Otherwise, you're kind of not using the slot very well. Like, I could think of thousands of other cards I'd rather play over Chain Whirler, but that's coming from the perspective of the person who only lost something from it. But if I was this guy playing this deck, this would be not even on my radar of things to play. Dude. Okay. Pretty frustrating game. Two of my permanents are killed. Sure, let's be annoying. Now, I'm debating if I take away this over that. This is, I don't know, it's just annoying. Resetting him is not bad. It's my only option. Well, we could encourage him to dump his hand, I guess, and then catch it all with the Enchantress Ignition. We'll do that. We'll just take away the commanders. Very interactive game. Now, if people leave their commander under this, I assume they have a plan to blow it up, which this guy clearly does. So that's a bummer. What's also interesting is this guy had the knowledge because he had first choice, I think. The timer was stopped here, and then he was asked. So I think that's how it works. Maybe not. Maybe you have to like secretly have a thought and then make your decision at the same time. Or if it is indeed a clockwise kind of a thing. Well, we got two slight problems. One, we don't have any equipment. And then two, we're a mana short of playing Cloud. Tap this down. Tired of being asked about priority. Yeah, this is unusual. I have never seen this much single target removal in the game, or at least I don't see it that often. Like I fired off two removal spells. The black white players fired off two removal spells. Uh, the guys fired off one. Five. Five total. Interesting. I will give up my beast token. Another removable piece. It also acts like recursion. It's kind of nice. I bet he gets back Sephiroth, I'm guessing. It's the only thing, it's the only creature worth getting. Yeah. Should have sacked his commander. Should have done it. Damn. It's a little annoying. So, like, if this dies, he draws 4 cards. That's pretty ridiculous. You don't even, like, care about the only reason why you care about the +1/+1 counters is it changes the mutant, which causes the bottom ability to trigger. If it's already big, well, it's already pulling a lot of weight. Who's he playing? That's fun. Doesn't have anything in his graveyard yet, but it has Extort. I haven't seen one of these in a long time. Well, drew a land. The drawback is we don't have anything to hook him up with. I don't know. I guess if we get lucky, we find an equipment. We'll just play with the highest potential upside possible. What's also sad is I played 2 card advantage pieces, and I've only seen 1 card, and that 1 card was caused by my own effect. And we are still I guess we're not as far behind as this guy, but we are pretty far behind this guy. Seen 6 more cards than us. I hate being behind in the card advantage game. You feel incredibly useless. Oh my god. That's a perfect example of like removal that you should hold on to for. I don't know if I would have used swords on an Esper Sentinel. I would say my use was a little bit better. It took away a Corpse Jack Menace that was doubling his counters every turn. We would be in rough shape if I didn't. Like, he would probably have 8/8s in play by now if he had that. If I was this guy, I would swing that at the mono red player. He ain't gonna block with this. This is his golden goose. He'll take the damage no matter what from over there. But I could see him hitting me or the other guy. No, or nothing. All right. What the hell? What a strange card. Well, our halfling isn't drawing cards anyway, so we'll give that up. He sacked his own. Oh, he wants to draw cards. So now he draws. I think it was at 6 power. That's annoying. And he gets to move the counters that were on it to something else because of Final Act. It is a 7-11. Exciting. And now he has a 13 card lead over everybody. I kind of wanted an equipment that gives trample. That way, if he jumps with this, I at least get some damage in. And if he blocks with this, I could potentially kill it if I get a big enough stat block from it. There's a couple of things in this list. Ooh, I guess any of the swords. I'd like any of the swords. And with Bureau Headmaster, I could play it and equip it for only 2 mana. The blue and red one, because I want some cards, or the green and red one. Ramson gets me cards. Anything to close that deficit. Okay. Show pairs. Any bad? Said I don't feel good. I could beat on these guys. I am a Voltron list. I do take more damage than I could dole out, so it's probably unwise. Am I going to block this? Not really. But it's more damage if I guess he could make this immensely huge too. This will become a. Yeah, he'll put 6 counters on this. This becomes a 9/8. I won't block that either, so let's just do some damage. Just everything this deck becomes a threat. the moment this gets a little bit bigger. I imagine I'm going to take a big swing. The only one that's competing with him in terms of cards. Everybody else here is negligible. He has 2 cards. He has 2 cards. The only one worth beating on. I might be out of this game pretty soon. Yeah, you could pretty much do anything when you've got as many cards as you got. Cool. Turn a permanent to his hand. Land, Incubation Druid, Satyr Wayfinder. Sephiroth. Yeah. Could have saw that coming. I was expecting to get hit for a lot more, but this game feels like it's over. If these 2 die, he gets 16 cards, unless you kill this first. This guy has nothing. We have nothing. You know, this card was going for $20 at pre-release. You know how much it goes for now? Less than 2. If you paid for Sid at $20, you're out of your mind. People who buy cards before like the month mark, like pre-ordering, is one of the worst ideas you could possibly have. What's it? Is it Free Flyer Pilot? Just to prove? Yeah. $156. $20. Oh, okay. No one bought it though. Okay. One person bought it at $20. They got hosed. 3 sold at 15. 20 sold at 6. 55 sold. Okay. Yeah. Just like in that South Park proverb, you know what you get when you pre-order a game? Big fat dick in your mouth. It was JIT. It ain't bad. A little late. I can play Cloud, play the JIT, and equip it for free though. I just won't have any haste enabling. I do wonder that if he builds a board up big enough with like a lot of big creatures and we play a board wipe, if he could draw his deck out and die that way. That is very possible. He clutters his board up with a lot of big creatures and doesn't finish off the game. That would be humorous. Hey, we're only 8 cards behind this guy now. Yeah. What's crazy is I'm the only guy that's interacted with him. I tried Grasp of Fate, blew it up. I pathed his Menace. This guy used a Swords on my Esper Sentinel and a Vindicate on my. Oh yeah, he used Vindicate on my Bloodforged Battle Axe. Doesn't go to combat. Why would you not go to combat? This guy's being way too generous. It'll feel a little hollow of a victory. Like, for him, at least not pressuring the board if we do win this. Like, what? He has a safe attack in every direction. There's no reason for him to be not beating on people right now. I could hit this guy for 2 in the air and poke the bear and like whatever. I'm tired. I don't want to live in this guy's good graces. I don't want to be his little toy that he could just wait to kill whenever he feels like it. I would like to get my Bloodforged Battle Axe back. Then I could get some double strike and some Jutei triggers. Although a board wipe needs to happen. Devotion to red is 3 cards. Put on the skull ain't bad. I'm only 6 cards behind him now. Mm. Now we're cooking with some gas. Gonna pull the trigger. Oh, Terror of the Peaks. It's pretty good. Cost 6. Yeah. He's got 5 devotion, so he refuels his hand for 5 cards. That ain't bad. And then he has a Nykthos. This nets him 3 mana too. What does this do when it flips over? It's a demon. Fights one fights. Really? This triggers Terror of the Peaks? That's wild. Does it say exile? I wish I could see the front half again. I think it said exile itself. So I guess that makes sense. It's to fight something. He's fighting the Solemn. I would have probably fought the Plaguecrafter just to deny him another stupid body to draw a bunch of cards from. Well, I feel like he's in competition with getting beat on. I guess it does re-enter because it has summoning sickness. He probably has an answer for the Terror of the Peaks. He might even need to dedicate a full swing that way. Hmm. We will give up the Bureau Headmaster because I kind of want the utility from this. Okay, draw a shitload of cards. He sacked the Aberrant. Huh. Why would... I guess he values this too much. lets him get stuff back from his graveyard. Makes sense. He could get his Aberrant back with an activation from this. I do think he's kind of pro clutching these a little bit, maybe too much. Ooh, we got the Stoneforge, so we could get one of our swords and start actually doing some poking this game. Definitely get Feast and Famine so I can untap my lands. Okay. What do you sack this time? Something bigger, I bet. Draw a ton of cards. Sack the Druid, so now he draws 7. Okay. Back to being very far behind. What's crazy is we haven't even got to combat yet, so he could distribute 14 counters onto something. This is all main phase. Diamond weapon? The hell is this? Weird. As reach. Yep. It's a lot of damage. I was kind of hoping he would draw the ire a little bit. Oh, it's changing his mind. 6/7. Stoneforge could Feast and Famine. Leaves me with 5. It'll cost me 2 to cast Sword of Feast and Famine. Go to 3. And then Hoops free. I could play Sword Blackblade Reforged, go to 1 mana and have exactly enough to equip this too. Yeah, we could kill him. That is, so it becomes a 6/6 with double strike. Then I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Then an 8th land. Yeah, this becomes a 14/14 with double strike. We could kill him. It's exactly, actually. He's at 28 life. Well, technically, he died to commander damage, but man, imagine how many combats he could have taken, and we could have been dead by this point. Not pressing that advantage that I was talking about, which brings me back to the point where it feels a little hollow. Like I feel like me or this mono red player should be dead. I don't know who, but either one or both of us should be gone right now. I have like zero fear about what's going on here. It's been in top deck mode since like turn 4. I hope it's not a board wipe because I could finish him off here. No, if I have to sack my Sid, then I don't have enough mana to finish him off. Okay. Blood Artist triggered. Don't gain any life this turn. This guy could have free spells too. He could have fog effects or just an exile trigger, like Deadly Rollick would do me in. And if he played it, if he gained any life right here, it would only benefit this guy because he's the only one with excess. And if he sacks something, he draws a ton of cards. So like you really need to not gain life. Okay. I would hit the commander. But like I said, we're gonna finish him off. If he doesn't have any shenanigans that cost free mana. Dola is pissed. He's cursing over something. I don't know what, but he's upset. Cool thing about post main phase 2 is after I hit him with my spell or with this feast and famine, I'll have a bunch of mana on my back end to play with, and I could just board wipe and probably put these two out of the game. The perfect silver bullet for this situation. Okay, I'll equip and see if he has anything. Nope, doesn't have it. Okay. I even have excess mana. We don't need the basic. Nice. I could double something's power. Do I have until end turn. Till my next end step. Well, since we get to untap our stuff anyways, might as well. Get some added benefit here. Wow. We pulled that out. I don't know if we should have, but we did. I guess he had removal in his hand, but he felt bad. Yeah, obviously you're the target. I'm going to find any way possible to beat what you had set up over there. Um, I think I play this. I lose some stuff, but it's not the end of the world. It's better than being chipped out by this thing. In terms of advice, um, if you can advance, or sorry, if you could hinder someone else's board state before advancing your own, you should always do that because it's safer long term. It's if you advance your own board game plan first, you have an increased risk of losing it, kind of like what happened to us at the beginning of this game. Uh, and then, I could make a comeback and do what happened just now. If you have less to work with, it's just like you have game knowledge versus it's an unnecessary risk. I don't know. I probably lost how I'm trying to convey what I'm trying to convey, but put it simply, it's just safer to mess with someone else's game plan. Oh, that's what it is. So your game plan, the ability to advance it will always be there versus your chance to hinder someone else has a narrow window. That's why you should do the hindering first. There we go. Much more eloquently put and much more easier to understand, I think. For how many times I've lost to Amalia, I don't really feel bad. Gozu's Flail is pretty dope. I don't really need it, but it's there. I'd prefer to kill the red player first. See that card advantage. If I hit the removal, naturally drawing or showdown, then I'll do it. If not, then I'll kill the guy on the right and then use my Jitte counters to kill this. Peace and vigilance. Should have not played the land, but Buster Sword's fun. I like drawing cards. Oh, that's a perfect example of why I should have waited. Drew the Rogue's Passage. Play it next turn. Cloud's Titular Sword. Cast of her free from my hand. Probably play Mingara. It's probably overkill. I have everything I need in play. Probably won't cast anything with that trigger, honestly. I mostly played this so I wouldn't lose its value for later. Put this guy out of his misery. If he salty scoops and denies me the combat trigger, that'd be annoying. The damage trigger, rather. Because then I won't be able to shoot this off, which I wanted to do. Chaos Warp? Oh, damn. I'll just gain some life then. Yeah. He saw what I had planning over here. Get to keep your commander just a little bit longer. Definitely gonna play the Giver runes. Maybe I don't need to. Like I said, I could just play this next turn. I shouldn't play anything. Just let it hit. Ignore these. Ignore the Buster Sword trigger. I guess I could play Blasphemous Act. I got plenty of mana. Let's do that. Just deny him the cards. Ooh, why not? With fighter class, tutor for an equipment. Champion's Helm is probably the best. He's red. Yeah, we'll get Champions Helm. Lessons that cost 7, 6, 7. And we don't have enough for. Damn it. We don't have enough for Champion's Helm, but we could follow up with Giver Runes, and if our cloud dies to like single target removal, we could just suit up the Giver Runes and win that way. Oh, I forgot to play it. Shit. Okay. Whoops. I guess we have extra mana for this. Not very efficient, but it gets the job done. Who's the second spell we cast? Hmm. Oh, it draws her second card. That's what. Damn, this thing just triggers on everything. That's the card that was in there? Damn. Would he have played that if I didn't Blasphemous Act? This would have produced 2 mana. He must have just drew into that. 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, he had more than enough. Well, what we got there? Gotta play the budget list next. Don't be nice to people. Of all the people to be nice to, complete strangers are probably not one of them. Gotta be a little cutthroat in Magic. We're all there to play the win, or trying to win. I shouldn't say we're only exclusively there to win, but you know what I mean. You shouldn't feel bad for taking advantage of your board state. It unfortunately cost them the game. And going back to the Hollow Victory stuff, I don't know if we could have won it if he didn't have his yields turned on or whatever reason he didn't use his removal. Maybe he had sorcery speed removal, but instead of hindering us, he built up alternatively. Let's see. All right, we can join this guy's lobby. Quit my previous one. It's a bracket 2 with already 2 people in it. I kind of like the budget version of this list because you get to play with a lot of equipment that you don't really see anymore. I feel like there's so many like quality equipment that it just pushes out like the old stuff that is good, but just not good enough. And I get to play with a lot of those because they're dirt cheap. Wow, this is super annoying. So because it is double strike, he can get double the bottom trigger. He gets to return 2 things, 3 or less if he connects. Jeez. What's also crazy, it's any permanent. So like that includes your fetch lands, and this deck's probably pretty resilient, if I had to guess. Marchesa has a couple of infinite combos that are annoying. Okay. Ball. Um Man, this is tempting. We are missing a land, but we are 1 colored mana from finding more mana, and we could play pretty much everything in our hand. Should I risk it? I can play everything. I just risk being stuck with nothing. And what's crappy about the Needle Verge pathway is I could be stuck for a long time. Like if I hit another red source or another white source, depending what side I choose, it will suck. Yeah, we'll be responsible. Went from I can play this on the white side. Yeah, this guy left. Huh. I really wanted to see that black white list. I just had a hard decision. I don't know if he left because I took too long. I got Inti. He's card advantage. Card advantage. Okay. Yeah, we're in good shape actually. Always save the pathway for last to play. Have the most informed decision possible. I think I'll lead off with Inti because okay, never mind. I'll lead off with that. We'll play it on the white side. Unfortunately, these guys aren't in my colors. He has red, so like I have access to double red. Do wonder if that was a better choice though, because like summoning sickness is an annoying thing, and this kind of like it's like that argument of like professional golfers. Like there's a bend in the course. You could either shoot over the trees and take the risk, or you set up, go along the green, go along not the green but the fairway, and just set up your next shot. I think the setting up of next shot is playing this over the rock. Probably took the riskier play. Okay, not bad. Not punished. I like that. Man, this guy kind of makes me nervous. The Volrath Stronghold with Altar. The Altar is more a little bit more concerning because you can do some loops. Screw you, the menu. Oh man, this thing has haste. That's pretty cool. Hey, we keep drawing lands and of variety colors. Hmm. I don't have anything worth killing yet. Maybe we should go to combat first, see the most cards. Um, question is, what do I get rid of? Maybe Relentless Assault? Feels silly, but I'm going to do it. See what we draw, or exile, rather. I should have waited, because if it's a land, yeah. See? Got some good value out of this. Play SRAM, draw a card. This land keeps checking every time a creature comes down. Little funny. There you go. Man, I'm telling you, like, these little stick packages are so good. I have something to equip. I get things to do. Either, like, these are both card advantage pieces, and I feel like it's kind of like segueing our game from early to mid quite smoothly. Does this give haste? It does. So our commander comes down. I could equip it for 1. Feels good. Dethrone only works when you text the player with the most life, right? Or tied. Damn. I was wondering if I could just like ignore him for a little bit and delay the dethrone trigger. That'd be kind of funny. This guy can sack this and make a 9/9 whale or kraken, whatever. He should have did it on this guy's turn. I guess he could wait for me to go to combat, attack into him. But then my cloud has indestructible and it kills it, so it's a weird spot, that's for sure. He's missing a red source too. Oh no, he got the signet this turn. A little clunky for him, I imagine. We'll attack left, and I wonder, is this a May trigger? Yeah. I can't possibly play whatever I hit, so I'll just be going to combat. I could make it a little bit bigger. Just lose some value. Nah, that's fine. Look at all those keywords. Holy shit. It feels nice. This isn't one of those like equipments that just like gets barely pushed out by everything else. Um, I play it mostly because of how many keywords are on here, and it gives a stat increase. But like all that stuff adds up. The little incremental words. Just taking it on the nose. Admire that. He is one more whack from dying. He'll have to sack this to soak. Maybe he's gonna sack it to block this out, if I had to guess. No one's got any islands yet. Oh. Now I regret not putting the counter over here because I would have dodged this board wipe. That's a bummer. I can kill this with my chainsaw. I love this card. I think it's just hilarious. Removal equipment that gives increasing stats based on how many things die, which it does add up when people are forced to start chump blocking stuff. Wonder what he's thinking. I'm definitely going to keep pressing my advantage with these two cards. I don't really need anything else. Mindstone. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1 to equip. I'll be 1 short from playing Chainsaw, so I should play Mindstone. Could counter my commander. I'll walk into it. We'll force him to trade whatever it is. He needs to soak some damage. 6, so that's enough to soak. If he wants to soak more, he can. Regardless of what he gets, my cloud's gonna survive. Because it's got indestructible. I don't know if he knows that. What is it asking right now? So there's already 6 damage on it. There we go. I wanted to kill it. He completely soaked the 6, and that's why I wasn't prompted the first time. Just trying to figure out what the heck was going on. The guy on the right's a little upset. Steal my sword. I think it's still equipped, even though he gains control of it. Yeah, he doesn't have enough mana to move it onto something else. So it's still attached to a cloud. I don't know if he knows how that works. Oh, really? It just gets. Oh, I didn't even know it had that clause. If it's an equipment, attach it. That's pretty sick. Did not know that. Mhm. He's like, this is the first time playing it. I'm just trying to test it. Technically, this is my first time playing this one, so this version rather. So, what do you call it when you tell the truth, but it's the half truth? It's a really long word. Uh, Jeez, free mana. What are you gonna do? Steal my dude? Okay, he could sack it. What's weird is he didn't do it to my commander. I wonder why he chose to do it that way. Maybe he thinks it's a better long-term prospect to deny me cards. Oh, he's gonna permanently steal this. Okay, I really don't feel bad about. Yeah, he steals something, puts a counter on it, sacks it, it becomes permanently his. Yeah, don't feel bad then. I don't know why that was like faded out, like I couldn't play it or something. It's kind of strange. Twin Cow is good. One short from playing it and equipping two things. Oh, he still has possession of this. It's annoying. Let's give trample. Damn. I have to use both my removal on his pieces so I can carry on with this game. Hmm. Yeah. It's just get him out of here. One on one is much better than 2-on-1. I don't have double strike. Shit. I was one short from doing everything. I should have killed this then. Ah, God. Gets to live. Now he gets to draw 4 cards when he throws this over here. Man, really frustrating. Just made an open lane for him. Taking away the chainsaw. I guess he denies me the double strike by doing that. I might cash this Mind Stone in because I'm running out of gas. Yeah, what am I saying? I'm definitely going to do that. Kind of worried about this guy making a little bit of a comeback with the amount of cards he's seeing. I'm also worried that he steals my commander and I can't do anything if he's playing a bunch of these effects. He's definitely got more than just one. He's got 2 mana. There's only like 1 or 2 spells at 2 mana. If he has a third, he might have enough to play his commander, steal my guy. Maybe I should have hit the guy on the right because then this guy would have had the most life. Damn. Yeah, this guy has to be out of here. He could kind of neuter my whole game plan by doing the dethrone shenanigans with the temporary theft effects. If he pays 2 life, he probably, yeah, probably is a 3 mana steal thing. But oh, the theft spells also usually give haste too. I mean, even if he just steals something and kills it, it acts like removal. Damn. This game's kind of hard to close out. If I find an equipment, I'm probably gonna play this. And hopefully I find some value for my mana. It also has prowess, which is kind of cool. It's a little bit bigger. Yeah, Champion's Helm. It'll do. I won't have Hexproof, but I want to see the cards. So I'm one short from Champion's Helm, so this is just Champion's Helming plus Cloud, rather. Wilson, take it. Make my boy a little bit bigger. Turns into a 6/6. Man, stealing this affected me pretty damn brutally. I had no idea that um, whatever that thing's called, this cared about equipment specifically too. Pretty wild. What's kind of funny is I can just move the Champion's Helm back and forth. A little inefficient, but it lets me see a card, and I can only do it once a turn. That's the drawback. Two Cures followers. What's annoying is like I can't really deal with this guy, even though he's playing bigger and better stuff. Just like the fact that he just trades one for one on this side so nicely. Stealing my stuff is a little too effective, unfortunately. And like that's why this guy has to die first. I won't be able to get anywhere with this guy riding my coattails, nipping at my heels. And by the time I maybe deal with this, he might be so far ahead I can't stop him. That's my biggest concern because like I this guy has like no reason to be messing with him. And I don't know, he'll be empty-handed. This guy could run away with the game. I'd prefer to be beaten on him for sure. These shenanigans are pretty funny. Could get reformed back over and over again. This commander protects itself. There's a lot of obnoxious value here. Huh. I guess he generates a bunch of free mana. And that's why he's doing it like this. He generates at least 4 mana here. If he sacks the whale. Yeah. Sacks the other thing, and then what's weird is he did it kind of in a roundabout way. Like, he didn't need to do that. He had the mana already. Like, he paid 4 to play that thing, and I guess he nets a 9/9 token. So there's a net positive somewhere in that. It's pretty good. We have plenty of mana, though. We could pay for that. Who knows? Maybe this guy could turn this game around. They're both equally threatening. He's kind of set up his board now. We don't need a land. Shit. Let's play Cloud and start bouncing this around. It's free when I do it the Cloud. I always forget that part. Knight of the White Orchid. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He's got more lands over there. Why not? Some funny value plays going on. Man, should have left the Mind Stone. So I could sack it. I'm just being silly. I do need an invasive equipment of some kind. I got a lot in the list, but I need it now. I guess if we drew the card with Mind Stone, we couldn't use it anyways. I do plan on blocking with my knight. I don't want to take 9 damage. Not yet. And your chainsaw eats some removal. Yeah. Oh, Jesus. Copying Lords for 4/4s now. Man, I guess I have to kill him. Like, this is just too much. Now that I have the protection piece, a lot of the stuff over here is single target. And it's sorcery speed. I think I've got him kind of locked out with this Champion's Helm. It's like they have Island Walk. Oh no, he has a watery grave. Never mind. Yeah, he could kill him. I don't think he wants to though. Man, I need something that gives flying. What's in this list that could help me here? Chance of Rain on a budget. Um, I don't even think Trample's useful. He's got enough to soak. Zephyr Boots would be good. Wow. Yeah, I didn't realize that most of my evasion is trample specifically. That sucks. I could use a board wipe then. Yeah, most of my evasion pieces are trample. So Zephyr Boots or Board Wipe. That's what we need. My Changer's Ignition won't get this, but I could live with that. But if I draw Changer's Ignition later, I can't pick up his board. What's this? It's a big one, whatever it is. This is like an Exquisite Blood or Sanguinate. Alright. Yeah, this guy is just gonna goes back up to 26. He is a survivor. We're kind of in this trifecta right now. Like, if kills me, I feel like he can probably do enough damage to finish him off. Okay, that's pretty sick. Is Colossus Hammer that expensive? I think it's like $5, right? So Colossus. I always put two L's in there. I think Genji gloves are pretty expensive. Yeah, you can get a. It's only $1. Genji gloves are probably expensive though. Double combats are usually. Actually, you can get it for $1 too. Yeah, man. What's stopping you? Those are both budget friendly. I didn't include it in this list at the time because it was still really expensive. All right, let's see what I can draw. Or loot, I guess. Another land. Shit. Not good. Yeah, that's fair. I mean, the crash feels like it's already happening in terms of singles. You know, it's kind of funny. I could blow up his watery grave with my ghost quarter and keep him alive. We drew the blasphemous act. Hell yeah. That's what I call digging deep. Yeah. I could kill this guy and probably sweep him up. Get him out of here. Keep forgetting that. Oh, he didn't put it back into play. He misclicked. Oh, it happens at end step. Never mind. Let's just be done with you. Tired of you just like playing by the skin of your teeth. Oh, this is a good draw. But now we're in top deck mode. I guess he is too. He's got more cards in hand. I'm out of card advantage pieces. He's in blue-green. Hopefully it's just a group of lands. Man, it took me forever to get rid of that player. A lot of effort. The guy that I just killed says back to my control decks, and I would say that was a pretty heavy control list. So I don't know what. Like, it doesn't get more controlly than that. Like, you steal people's stuff all the time. What's not controlling about that? It's pretty backbreaking when I'm the Voltron player. Luckily, he is not drawing any merfolk. Man, that blasphemous act was just chef's kiss. I got pretty lucky. Ask and I will receive. This is kind of annoying. He just tags me pretty consistently. Like, even if he gets a blocker too. So like I don't know, the trade's better in his favor. Man, my own sword bite me in the butt here. Okay, I guess I could make my guy a little bit bigger. And I get vigilance, so I can block. Okay, we're not totally out of this game. Takes it. Okay. Hmm. Not the best at math, I guess. Yeah, you don't live at 0 unless he just conceded to concede and he's tired of playing the game out. Wow, that was closer than I expected it would be. Both games were awesome. I had a blast playing this. This is one of the better Boros equipment lists I've ever played. I think he's one of the best, in my opinion. I think he's better than Nahiri. I don't know why Nahiri's number one. It's just an obnoxious way of playing. Like, if you watch my deck tech video about that, I just feel like it goes against the grain of what equipment decks want to do. Yeah. Actually, let's just do it like this. Equipment. And we'll choose a two color. This is the what I wanted to compare to. Like, her trigger base is based on how many equip creatures, so you want to go really wide and also equip them to get the card advantage trigger. You don't want to do both. You do one or the other. Either you go really wide or you go really tall. And when you try to do both, it just doesn't do either very well. The closest comparison to Cloud is probably this guy. this pairing here. Circumvents equipment costs, gets the wall of people. Now, if you want to play going wide and going very tall at the same time, Kellen is your guy. This is one of the best for that because he gives a stat increase for everything that's on him. I think that is the only list where you can do that pretty consistently. But if you look in here in terms of popularity, like Cloud is like nowhere near uh, the rankings here. But I feel like he should be better than Nahiri, and I feel like any Ardennes combination in red white should be better than Nahiri. This suffers the same problems as the Naya Cloud. Every time I play against the Naya Cloud deck, I freaking smash it, and it's never close. Every time, I've because of Final Fantasy, I've been playing a lot of Magic lately. At least the last 8 days, I probably faced against it almost double digits in terms of frequency, and not once has that deck won a game. It's the worst deck of the 4 precons, and it's the worst commander from those 4 precons too. I just had a friend tell me that the professor thought Cloud was the best, and I'm like, whoa, that's a hot take. Like, I don't think a lot of people would agree with that, but I think you can appreciate the Naya Cloud for, uh, I guess, its uniqueness. It breaks the mold like Nahiri does, but it's a novelty. It's not effective by any means. I would, if I'm going to have novelty, I want it to be effective too. You shouldn't just play novelty just to have novelty. I mean, it's fun right up until you lose, and you will lose a lot playing with novelty without like consistency. But that's my gripe about. I think there's something wrong with like the standings here. Like, there's no reason why this should be 1,000 more decks in popularity than these two. I hope you all enjoyed. I got work tomorrow, so I'm gonna go to bed. Everyone, take care now. Bye.